Hello, how is everybody? We have, I see Amy and Jennifer and Susan and Brandy and Kimberly and Casey and Kylie and Jessica. Lots of people ready to hear about Punta Cana. Oh, I might have been muted that whole time I was talking to everybody. Maybe not. Hey Lee, hey Emily.
Hey Debbie.
Kathy, Leslie, Melissa, Amy, Nicole, Jessica. Oh, Amy's ready to go to Punta Cana. She's got the palm tree in the background. Nice. How's everybody doing? Everyone's ready to hear and get the breakdown for this amazing trip. Hey, Jackie.
Hi. Sherry's asking for the link.
Sherry's asking for what?
She's asking for the link. I sent her the graphic, so I'll type it.
Oh, yeah, I sent all the links for all the trainings back in an email, but that was like a month ago.
Yeah, I just typed it to her.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, it's not a link. Okay, so it's just a number. I'll tell her.
Oh, hang on, I'll get the link.
Hey, all these people are joining. All these people are joining this meeting, this presentation.
Thanks, Deb. I see your link. I always just
Okay.
enter I manually type in the letters or the numbers.
Well, I sent the link in the email and then the graphic was just
Yeah.
the numbers. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, welcome everybody. We're so excited you're here. That means Punta Cana might be on your mind. I think vacations for all of us would be nice, right? We don't seem to be able to do much of that right now. So while we wait for Sherry to hop on and give people another minute or so to get in, welcome. I'm going to mute you guys for a second. All right, there we go. I'm Debbie. I am one of your uplines, and both Jackie, where are you, Jackie? Give a wave because I don't see you now. There's Jackie McGowan. We are both senior executives on She's Passionately Polished, and I'm Olive Beautifully Polished. We had set up some great trainings with Sherry over these couple months, and this one I'm super excited about. We were hoping there would be a trip announced because we knew that was the intention of having her come in and train after. So we're so glad there was. And I won both trips that we've had so far, but only one has been held. The next one we have not done. And I'm telling you guys, it is so fun. Color Street goes above and beyond once again to do amazing things for us. And I know when you see the numbers and you see what you have to get, it's hard to even kind of figure out what to do. So what Sherry will do tonight is she'll kind of break it down and show you what you need. And there's different ways you can earn it, of course, because there's points coming from different directions or different areas, but she'll help you to make it more manageable. Is it something you could do by BQing every month and that's it? No, you won't be able to achieve it if you're just BQing, more than likely, unless you are promoting a lot of leaders and getting points from somewhere else. Well, no, actually you won't, because you can't even get enough of your own sales. So yes, you have to work your business to get this. Color Street is wanting you to work your business. If you're hitting things like Circle of Excellence every month, oh yeah, there's a good chance you're gonna get it then. So if you're on this call, it means you're interested. To me, it means you're showing that you want to do more than just $300 a month if you're willing to put in the time and the effort to win this trip. Is it obtainable? Absolutely. We have the full, all 7 months now to work towards this. you know, in the past you had to be a director, and I know there were people on our team. I sat by two of them at conference the other day when it was announced and they didn't give the qualifications, and I wanted them to hear it so bad. They both qualified, but they did not hit director. So they had the points and everything they needed, but weren't director. So I'm super excited that they changed that. So any rank can hit it for the first time. You do not have to be a director or a team leader. You can be a senior stylist, you know, a stylist. So people at all different levels can hit this. So that's super, super exciting. And I'm really, I'm thrilled that that's an opportunity for people. So I don't want to talk any longer. I want to give Shari your full hour. Is there anything you wanted to add, Jackie?
No, I'm excited to hear from Shari. Thank you so much, Deb, for that pep talk. And I'm so excited that every single person on this call is going to be eligible.
Right, right. All right. So Shari, oh, there you
She's
are.
on here.
Yep. And I don't think you're muted, Shari. You should be good.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen.
Oh, perfect. And I'm going to mute myself.
Okay, while we are, can you guys see my slides there? Oops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before we go into training mode, a couple things I want to just chat with you guys about. You know, when I got started way back in the day in direct sales, it was a long time ago, but the only reason I joined was because the gal doing the party, the consultant, said, I'm taking my husband to Mexico for free. And I said, what? I run a daycare, you know, there's no way I could afford to take my husband to Mexico. So I thought, I'm in. I didn't even care what the product was. I didn't ask how much I make. I didn't ask how much does the kit cost. It was just like, free trip to Mexico, I'm in. So I went as a stylist. I was one of 13 stylists. I think we had like 2,000 people on the trip, but I was only one of 13 that earned that trip. But I'm just sharing this with you so that you know that no matter what rank you are, you can be on this trip if you want it. And I'm going to give you a trip breakdown that really shows you how easy this is. So I just wanted to share that with you real quick. And also talk to you a little bit about some of the other benefits that are going to come from earning the trip. We're going to talk about income in a minute, but beyond that, when you go on an incentive trip, not only are you going to be in one of the most beautiful destinations in the world. I was talking with Shonda Mulcahy on her coaching call today, and she said she's been to that resort. One of her incentive trips with another company was at that resort. And she said, Shari, it is exquisite. It's phenomenal. And she's been on 20-some incentive trips in her life. So that tells you how special this place is. But even beyond how beautiful the resort is, it's where you get to rub shoulders with the top 10% of the company. That's who earns the incentive trip, not because it's hard, just because a lot of people just don't go for it. So 10% of the people in Color Street will be on this incentive trip, and you get to be with them. And the pool becomes like a brainstorming session, not because we feel like we're working, but just because it's like, well, how do you do this? And oh, I love that idea. So we just start getting all these great ideas from one another for 4 solid days. It's, in my mind, it was always better than conference. I don't know, but it's just amazing to be spending time with those. And when you reach level 3 and you can take someone with you, and that person is your significant other, it's where they catch the vision. They get to rub shoulders with other significant others, and they hear those husbands or boyfriends' stories about that woman that they're there with, and the money she's earning and the success she's having, and they get to see you recognized for the success you're having and being pampered, and they just see Color Street as a whole different animal. All of a sudden, this becomes something that they really want you to be a part of if they don't already. This is where they really get excited about what you're doing. In fact, a lot of my clients say, when we got back, he was like pushing me out the door to do parties. Like, how many parties do you have this week? We've got to be on that next trip. So there's just many, many reasons to be there. That's another one. But hey, you know what? Before we actually start this, this training, I took the liberty of bringing up the hotel's website. And if you haven't looked at the destination that you're going to yet, I know you guys had a trip video when you were at conference, but I was just sort of scrolling through, and looking at some of the pictures of the resort that you're going to. So I'm not going to spend much time here, but just check this out. Are you ready? These are the rooms.
I love that you did that, Shari. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. You're welcome. These are just there's all different kinds of rooms, and I'll bet that, you know, some of the higher point people will get some special rooms, but you can just see the classiness of this place. It's phenomenal. And then let's look at the resort itself, not just the rooms, but check this out. Here's your casino. That's kind of cool, right? How many days could you swim in that pool? I mean, just to get from one side to the other. It's ridiculous. And then, let's see, what else do we, oh, amenities. How did I not click on that? I don't know, this doesn't want to change. All right, let's go to something else. Oh, here we go. There we go. Let's run on the arrow. Look at all these different restaurants you've got to choose from. Wow. So anyway, I'm not going to take a lot of time there, but you can just get a sense of how pretty cool that is. So let's go to the slides now. I'm going to make these big for you guys. There we go. So the first thing I want to do is just walk you through some of the benefits that you're going to enjoy when you follow the Shari plan and reach level 1, level 2, and level 3. So I'm going to just give you all of the results that you're going to get to enjoy, and then we'll walk through the plan. But I think it's important that we see a bigger picture of what we're going to get outside of just the trip. So when you reach level 1, following this really simple plan that I'm going to share with you in just a few minutes, you're going to earn $3,270 in commissions just by reaching level 1. And I'm not talking about a month. I'm talking about from July 15th until January 31st, when the qualification period is over. That will be your total commissions by following this plan. So write that number down. And then will a few of you guys just chime in there and tell us what you're going to do with that money? That's $3,000 over the next 7 months. What are you going to do with that money? How are you going to spend that? Because it's always fun to connect the income to what we're going to spend it on. Now, you heard me say from today until January 31st. That means that if we wait until August 15th to start working this plan, we're going to have to do more than I'm talking about tonight. So we don't want to procrastinate. I did that when I was earning my very first incentive trip to Ixtapa, Mexico. We had a year to earn the trip. And so, like many people, I kind of thought, well, I can, I've got lots of time. And then all of a sudden, before I knew it, September was here, and I was down to the last few months to earn the incentive trip, and I was way off. And I had to scramble like a crazy person to earn that trip, which was the reason I joined that company in the first place. So don't be a Shari, don't procrastinate. Just jump right in this week and start following this plan. Otherwise, you're going to have to make up those numbers, and we don't want to do that. Jumpstart Rewards. When you recruit the number of people that I'm going to give you in the plan that reach just that level of $2,500 in volume. So I'm not giving you numbers that they reach the top level at everything. We're just going to kind of go right in the middle, because some people won't reach any volumes in a Jumpstart program, and some will go to the top. So I just picked right in the middle. So when they hit that $2,500 in volume and one recruit, remember, you get matched for that. So you get the same rewards they do. So that means that you're going to get $875 in product credit when you follow my plan to get to level 1. Going forward, even beyond January 31st, you'll be earning $300 a month in overrides from your team. And you will achieve Circle of Excellence every month, July through August. I'm sorry, July through, not August, July through January 31st. And you'll earn the Hustle for the Holidays incentive that's going on right now through the end of August, where you need to sell $2,000 and get 10 strips of the brand new designs that are coming. So you want that, right? That's an automatic. You're going to get that, and you'll earn a trip for one. So it's way more than just a trip to Punta Cana. It's all, you get to enjoy all of these other benefits as well. When you reach level 2, following the plan we're going to share in just a moment, your commissions are going to be $4,992. Debbie, are we seeing comments coming through? Are they telling us what they're spending that money on?
Yeah, so we have remodeling the living room, cleaning service, and start saving for converting the office to master bath, paying for travel soccer, vacation, Christmas shop, pay off debt, bigger house, spring break, house, debt, lots of things. There was a question on the overrides, and I started to explain how, I'm assuming your number, you did the bare minimum of you enroll 4 people, they have to sell 300. How did you get your 300 overrides?
I'm going to show you that.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
It's based on a $5,000 team. So
Okay.
Yeah, it's going forward. I mean, that it's January 31st. We don't want to be focusing on a $2,500 team and BQing. That's not a strong team. We want to focus on a team that's doing at least $5,000, building a team that's doing at least $5,000 a month in volume. You want to be doing way more than BQ. You're going to have to do that to earn Circle of Excellence. So you'll get used to having those commissions come in. I mean, we don't earn $4,992 between now in commissions between now and January 31st by BQing. That's not going to get you a trip, like Debbie said. So I'll show you the numbers in just a moment, but just because you asked that question, it's based on you having a $5,000 team, and that's where the $300 comes from.
Great. Thanks, Shari.
Yes, of course. And so here we are, level 2. Your commissions are $4,992 between today and January 31st. So just a few of you, if you wouldn't mind, just, what are you going to, I'd love to see these later when we're all done. I love to see what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear your comments throughout this time. So anytime you like something, just, comment, I like this, or this is really helpful, or I'm going to do this. We love to see those comments. So what would you do with $4,992? And you don't have to comment if you don't want to, but just write it down on your sheet of paper. I'm going to have almost $5,000 between now and January 31st. What would you do with that? How would your life be different? And of course, you've got those recruits coming in, but to reach level 2, we're going to need more recruits. So you're going to have more recruits hitting that middle level of the Jumpstart program. And that means you'll get $1,375 in product credit that you can use between now and January 31st. Of course, you'll reach the Circle of Excellence every month. You'll earn the Hustle for the Holidays contest. And going forward, if you reach level 2, following the plan I'm going to share with you in just a moment, your overrides going forward will be $600 a month. And you'll earn a trip for one and your airfare. So yes, this takes a little more work. Maybe you decide you just want to go for level 1. There's no right or wrong plan here. It's what do you want? I just want to make sure that you've got a plan to get what you want. Okay, so that's plan 2, level 2. Then let's go to the benefits that you would get when you hit level 3 of this plan. Commissions, $7,105 total between now and January 31st. How's your life different? What are you going to do with that kind of income? And I just did this training for another group, and somebody said it'll be even easier for somebody that's already a team leader or a director. And that's kind of true, but not really, because yes, they do probably have a bigger VIP group or a bigger customer base. But remember, these recruits have to come in now to January 31st to count. So whether you're a senior executive director or a stylist, Your recruits have to come in and be new. The leaders that promote for the trip points, when you promote out a leader, it has to be somebody that came in during the trip qualification period. So that stylist, has to come in July 15th through January 31st to count and promote to leader, to count. So stylists, you've got as good a shot at this as a senior executive director does, because it has to be a new recruit for them also.
Well, and Shari, they can earn so much more, and they could keep promoting up too. They could hit team leader, director, senior director. They could get, someone's already at executive. They don't have as many promotions in front of them as somebody who's at senior stylist or stylist.
That's an excellent point. Yeah, I mean, if they're a national executive director, or Ruby or a Diamond, they can't get any more points. They can't change ranks, so they don't have as many places to go. Circle of Excellence, trip for 2, airfare for 2. So the rewards are much bigger here. The income is much bigger. The overrides going forward, the new product credit, you get a trip for 2 instead of just a trip for 1 and no airfare. You get a trip for 2 and airfare for 2 instead of a trip for 2 and an a trip for 1 and airfare. So the rewards are so much bigger here. So of course it's going to take more work. How hard are you willing to work? What's your commitment to going? What do you want? Do you want level 1, level 2, or level 3? A trip for 1 with airfare, or a trip for 2 and airfare for 2. So, all right, now we know the benefits. We know all that we can get by achieving this trip. And I'm sure I've forgotten things, but we're getting a good sense. So let's now look at, sorry, I'm just gonna move this up here so I can see you guys, so I can see the numbers. All right, now let's go through the plan. And we've got 3 plans, level 1, level 2, and level 3. First plan is for earning level 1, we need 30 points. And if you are unfamiliar with the exact points, let me just remind you. It's 1 point for every $500 in volume between now and January 31st. It is 1 point for every person you personally enroll that bonus qualifies. So this is different than Circle of Excellence. They have to bonus qualify. So keep that in mind. And they have to be active January 31st. So we don't want to just bring people in and get them bonus qualified. We want to make sure that we're helping them to be successful so that they stay on as stylists with us. And that's how we get a team leader, to get those team leader points too, is by helping them to be successful. We get 3 points when somebody that we personally enroll becomes a team leader. And we get, I have messed up on the points yet again, so I apologize. I keep thinking I fixed this. So 3 points when we personally enroll somebody and they become a team leader. And then we get 3 points for rank promotion points, meaning when we promote from senior stylist to team leader, from team leader to director, director to senior director, and so on. We get 3 points for that. We also, in order for those points to stay true, that team leader that we get the points for, we promote a team leader, they have to be a team leader January 31st. So keep that in mind. If we promote from senior stylist to team leader and we get those 3 points, then we also have to hold that rank January 31st. Doesn't mean you have to hit it every single month, but you do have to hit it January 31st. If you go from senior stylist to team leader to director to senior director, you've got to hit senior director January 31st. Does that make sense to everybody? Nod your heads at me if that makes sense. Okay. So here we go. Our trip points are as follows. So I need to hold 1 party a week. That's it. To hit level 1, 1 party a week, not 3, not 5, 1 party a week. And I used a $300 party average. So I used, the median there. So I know some of your party averages are higher than that, but I just used what the company party average is. So $300 per party. It's 2.5 hours of work in party time per week. So that's over the course of the qualification period, that's $8,400 in sales volume. We get 1 point for every 500, so that's 17 points. $8,400 in volume, 17 points. 1 recruit per month. A good recruiter gets 1 recruit out of every 4 parties, and we're holding 4 a month. So we get 1 recruit a month, that's 7 recruits. So we don't have to get 3 a month or anything like that, just 1 recruit a month consistently. So if we didn't get 1 in July, we need to get 2 in August to catch up. That's 7 recruits, so that's 7 points. Promote to team leader. So you promote up a rank. Now, so if you might be a team leader and you promote to director, you still get those same 3 points. One other qualification, because we were unclear on this at the first time I did this, which was last night. It has to be a step up from your highest rank. So if you were a team leader in May, but senior stylist in July, for you to get the 3 points for changing rank, you have to go to director because you've already been a team leader. So you can't go from stylist to team leader because your highest rank held in your career was team leader. So to get there we go. Was I gone for a little while?
Mm-hmm. Shari, that was me. I meant to unmute myself and mute you. I'm sorry. So, okay, so wait, so you guys figured that out yesterday. I was going to say, they said it was whatever your rank was, like July 1st. So if I went in, let's say I was a team leader July 1st, but if I had been a director in the past, they're starting at director up, or my interpretation was July 1st, so you'd start at team leader. No?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. We got clarification on that. I mean,
okay.
I was doing this for another Sapphire last night, and that's kind of what she thought, but we got corrected on that. So
okay, so it's your highest rank, no matter when it was, prior to July 1st. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. Just so we're not counting points that we don't get, we want to make sure we've got all these rules in place.
Yeah.
So promoted to team leader, if your highest rank was senior stylist, you get 3 points. And then just another $350 in sales from your VIP group. So 1 party a week, and then a total of $350 a month from your VIP group. Just, you do a mystery hostess in there, or you just do a sale in there, but so just volume from your VIP group. So that will be a total of $2,500 over the course of the contest, and that gives you another 5 points. So we go to the right, and just a quick overview. Sales from your parties, 17 points. Sales from your VIP group, 5 points. Recruits, 7 points. Promote to team leader, 3 points. Total points, 32. So you got a little leadway there. 32 points, and it takes 30. So if one recruit doesn't bonus qualify, or we might have a little bit less volume 1 month, we're still okay. So there's your plan 1, your plan to get to level 1. All right, so let's go to level 2. We need 50 points for level 2. So that's going to take a little more work, but the rewards are so much bigger, as you saw. So level 2, we're going to hold 1.5 parties a week for a total of 6 a month. So 1 this week, and 2, and then 1, and then 2, to equal out to 1.5 parties a week, 6 a month. So instead of 2.5 hours of party time a week, that turns into 3 3/4 hours, not quite 4 hours. And that will generate $12,600 in volume. 1.5 parties a week at $300 per party will give you $12,600 in volume from now till January 31st, so 25 points. So it's not that much more work, is it? It's just another 2 parties a month to make a big difference in your volume. And then we're going to need 1.5 recruits per month now instead of 1. So 1 in July, 2 in August, 1 in September, 2 in October. So that will work out to 1.5 a month. And that'll give you 11 recruits by the end of the contest period. So that's going to be 1.5 recruits out of every 6 parties, which works out to the same as 1 out of 4, and 1.5 recruits out of 48 guests. Because if we're doing 6 parties with 8 guests in attendance, we're getting in front of 48 people, and we just need to get 1.5 recruits out of 48 people. And then we're going to promote to team leader. So if you're already a team leader, you're going to promote to director during the contest, or a director, you promote to senior director. Just means a rank change there. 3 points. VIP sales, that number jumps up to 428. But going for level 2, you're going to be holding more parties. You're going to be building your VIP group faster. So it's going to be easier for you to get that 428 per month from your VIP group. That will add up to about $3,000 a month. Sorry, $3,000 in total volume over the course of the contest from your VIP group. So that's 6 points for you. So here's where my error is. You know, guys, I have looked at these points until I'm blue in the face, and I still got this wrong. It's 3 points for a rank change, not 5. So my bad here. So when you promote out a team leader, it's not 5 points, it's 3 points. So we're going to be 2 points short here. Jackie, Debbie, I'll revise these points for you guys, and we'll figure out where those other 2 points are going to come from. So we're going to actually be at 48 points here, not.
Okay.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. So then we go to the right, and we've got $25, 25 points from our sales, 6 points from our VIP group, 11 points from recruits, and when we promote up a level ourselves, we get 3 points. Now, going from stylist to senior stylist does not give you 3 points. Just remember that. You got to get to at least that team leader. And then when we promote out a team leader, that's 3 points, not 5. So correct that on if you're writing things down. So we'll have a total of 48 points, just a little shy. We'll fix that, I promise. But regardless, are you seeing how easy this is to reach these different levels? I think when we look at those big points, 30 points, 50 points, we feel like I'm going to have to recruit so many people every month. I'm going to have to do so many parties every month. And these aren't even $500 parties, they're $300 parties. So I hope you're seeing this is so doable for you guys. All right, so let's go to the last one and talk about how do I get that trip for 2 so I can take somebody with me, and airfare for 2 so there's no money out of pocket for that, where it really truly is a free trip for you guys. So we need 75 points here. That's a big leap from level 1, where it was 30 points. It's a leap from level 2, which was 50 points. So it's going to require more work. It just is, you know, we don't want to fib to you. It is more work, but it's still super doable if we don't procrastinate and we start doing this right away. All right, so we're going to do 2 parties a week now instead of 1 or 1.5. And that means we're doing 8 a month, 2 a week, 5 hours of party time each week. But look at that leap in volume. And that's why your commissions were so much higher as well, between that and your VIP group growing and more sales coming from your VIP group. 16,800 in volume. That's 34 points. Now we're doing more parties, so we're going to get more recruits. Now, a normal number out of 8 parties a month is 2 recruits. We need to up our recruiting efforts. So that means that we are recruiting outside of our parties, or we're just doing a really good job inside of our parties to get those recruits. But we need 2.5 recruits a month instead of 2. 2.5. So 2 this month, 1 the next. 2 and then, 2 and then 3, 2 and then 3, 2 and then 3. So that we're averaging 2.5 a month. We're going to move up a rank. So whatever rank you are now, we're going to move up a rank during the course of the contest and get 3 points. So directors, you just need to go to senior director. Seniors, you just need to go to executive. But you've got 7 months. That's a long time to hit these rank changes. Your VIP sales, because you're doing more parties, your VIP group is growing much more quickly. So it's going to be no more difficult for you to generate $500 a month in VIP group sales than it is right now with your group being smaller. So that means that your VIP sales are going to be $3,500 over the course of this contest. So remember, we're not talking about a month here. It's $500 a month, $3,500 total. So that will give you 7 points, one for every 500. So when we talked about the commissions that you're going to earn in the benefits earlier, that is combining your VIP sales and your party volume. So you combine those, and that's where your commissions came from in those earlier slides. And we're going to promote 2 leaders because we're recruiting 18 people in the course of this contest. And a really good number is 1 leader out of every 6 recruits. So we could really easily have 3 new leaders here. And we just put down 2. Keep it easy. So more is better. More is even better, but this is all we need is 2 team leaders from 18 recruits over the next 7 months. And that is going to give you 6 points, not 10. So again, I just used the wrong point value there, but we'll fix that. And you promote to director. So if you're a senior stylist now, over the course of the next 7 months, you're promoting 2 team leaders. And of course, you'll have senior stylists in there, and you'll have what you need. So you'll go from senior stylist to team leader to director over the course of the next 7 months. If you're a director, you'll promote leaders, and you'll go from team leader to director to senior director. So either way, you're going to have 2 rank changes with that party count, that number of recruits. So we go to the right, and again, we'll just do a quick little overview here. And sales from your parties, 34 points. Sales from your VIP group, 7 points. Recruits, 18 points. Promote to team leader, 3 points. Promote 2 team leaders, 6 points. So make that correction in your notes, and I'll make it in the slides and send those back to you, Jackie and Debbie. Promote to director, 3 points. So that's going to be a total of 69 points. No, it's 6 instead of, it's 71 points, 71 points. So we'll do a different breakdown on where we're going to get, but you know what? 1 more team leader gets you back 3 of those 4 points. So there we go. So that's, I hope, what looks like a really simple formula to you guys, is, as opposed to looking at big points, 30, 50, 75, when we see what we just have to do each week, it just makes it feel so much more doable to us. I hope for you guys anyway. And now I'm just happy to answer any questions that you've got for me, or any clarifications or feedback, or anything. Oh,
One thing I want to add,
let me give
Shari.
you back control of the screen.
Oh, sorry. One thing I want to say, we had a really cute graphic for Cancun. You know, a lot of people like visuals. I do have that, and we're going to get that sent out and post it after the call. But you can kind of mark things off, and it's fun and cute. People always like fun and cute. So just FYI to the team on that. All right. Who has questions for Shari?
Are you talking about
questions were kind of popping up in the chat, Shari, that I was kind of answering as they were coming up.
Okay.
You know, about moving along to the different ranks. And you know, now might be a good time to tell something that you were going to offer to the team also for a fast track to leadership. You may want to bring that up. And then okay. I'm going to go in the team. I'll create slides to show them exactly what they need for senior stylist, team leader, director, for those levels, so they can see. If you're doing these behaviors, and so are the people you bring in, someone asked if it happens naturally. It does happen naturally if you are selling these numbers that you need to sell and bringing in people and they're doing the same thing. It is, so if you want to go into that a little bit too, Shari, that would be great.
Into the fast track?
Fast track, and then just, you know, again, how the behaviors,
yes,
if you're doing those
yes.
behaviors, yeah.
Yes. Can I just ask, Debbie, did you say you created like a tracking form that's different for this from?
Yeah, it's just,
Okay.
I didn't create it, but I got it. It's going around different teams in Color Street. So it's cute, and it has, you know, like the people with little circles around them so you can mark them off as they sign up, things like that.
Use it, guys. I mean, I can't even tell you how inspired I got. I just had a thermometer with different levels, you know, that was handmade. But I would color that in, and every time I came home from a party, I would color it in. Every time I got a recruit that qualified, I'd color it in, and it was just really inspiring to see that needle moving. And also, that website that I took you guys to was the Hard Rock Hotel puntacana.com. So grab that website, bookmark it, and every time you start to get a tiny bit discouraged, go to that website and just look at the pictures, and it will re-inspire you. When I was at Party Light, we had a brochure, and it had all of these pictures of the resort that we were going to, and it was on my desk for the 3-month qualification period. It never left. It had coffee stains on it. It was all marked up, but I was constantly looking at the pictures to just keep me focused, keep me excited. And so you got to use that head stuff to just keep our head in the right place. Yes. So these behaviors, just to your point, Debbie, and Jackie, they just naturally move us on that path to team leader, to director. The reason that so often we're not getting there, and sometimes I'm even talking to directors and like, I'm not moving. And so often it's their party count and their recruiting numbers. You know, they're BQing every month, but that's not the volume that's going to get you the recruits to get your next leader to go to senior director. So these behaviors are just the right behaviors to get the success that you want anyway. And that's why I showed you all the benefits to start with, so you can see it's not about just earning a trip. It's about building a Color Street future. And I hope to spend more time talking with you guys in the future about the possibilities with Color Street and where this business can take you, so that we become dreamers and believers in the company. And that really comes from our own personal success. We can see success from other people, but it's when we start to feel like a success ourselves that we start to really believe in the opportunities that Color Street has to offer. And it can be something as simple as just growing your party count from 0 to 3 this week, or, you know, in the matter of a couple of weeks, but just seeing your party count growing, you start to think, oh, I can do this. I wasn't sure I could. And then you get your first recruit and you're like, oh, I can do this. I wasn't sure I could. So these plans put you on that path of behaviors that will not only bring you numbers results, but confidence and belief in yourself and belief in Color Street. And we are together, Jackie and Debbie and I are going to be offering you a program called Fast Track to Leader. I've done it for you guys in the past. And even if you've gone through it before, go through it again. I mean, when I did this for my downline, we did it every quarter, every year. And my leaders came almost every single time just to get refocused on doing the right things, to get refocused on where my head needs to be. So even if you've been through it before, go through it again. This is Fast Track to Leader is a series that I did for my downline when I was in the field. It was a training program that I did when I was corporate. It's a training program I've offered from Average to Excellence for 8 years now, but it's how I built my giant organization. And it's how many of my clients have built giant organizations. It's how we took companies from startup companies to really successful companies. So it works, it really works, but it's going to take you, the idea is that we'll take you from stylist to team leader in 60 days. If you're a team leader, from team leader to director on the fast track, from director to senior director on the fast track. It's a program that really puts you on a fast track no matter where you're at in the business. So I hope that you will join us. We're going to be starting August 5th. Is that right, Jackie, Debbie?
Yeah.
So starting August 5th, and it will be every week, same day, 7:00 p.m. Eastern time. So you can register for, and sorry, let me go a little bit. All of the details will be in what Jackie and Debbie send out to you, but just high level. It's 4 live trainings, and then there will also be 8 additional recordings that you get with that. So they're pre-recorded and they'll be on your recording page, and you can listen to these as many times as you want. So I'll be with you live for 4 hours, and then there will be 8 additional recordings. And we're going to talk about recruiting. We're going to talk about hostess coaching. We're going to talk about getting to leader. We're going to talk about how to get bookings from my parties. We're going to cover all of the basics in the business, but we're also going to talk about this stuff, which is super important and very underestimated. Usually the thing that holds us back is this. It's our lack of confidence. It's our lack of self-belief. It's our self-talk. It's, you know, it's all attitude pieces. So we're really going to be focused on helping you get from where you are to Punta Cana, putting you on that fast track. So I hope you'll join us. You can get just the calls for $45, and it's 8 trainings, 12 trainings, 4 live. So it's, you know, when you break that down, it's just a few dollars a piece. And so that you have that option, or you can have the trainings and the workbook for $65. And the workbook is kind of like your textbook to follow along. But it is my favorite training to do. I believe that it is the game changer for people when they go through that. So I hope you'll join us.
Thanks, Shari.
And you're gonna post the links to register for that right after, right?
Yeah. And then in the one thing, again, we strategically planned this after this. Now you guys have your point breakdown. And again, if you're bringing people in, you're moving towards leadership, which is going to get you take the trainings, you learn how to move, and that's again going to influence your points and what you're doing. So this is all on purpose, you know, for you guys. We're trying to get you there. We want you on this trip. One question here, Shari, was the VIP sales. So maybe if you want to do a little explaining, because you kind of separated party from VIP sales, you know, give your reasoning about how we can't just count on our VIP and how you kind of have it separated.
Well, party sales are the easiest because your hostess brings the people there to buy from you. So those are the easy sales. We book a party and that hostess brings 8 people to the party, and so we're going to get a much bigger chunk of sales from that party than we are from our VIP group. And that party introduces us to a new group of people that we can add to our VIP group, and a new group of people to book parties from, and a new group of people to recruit from. If we are only working our VIP group, you can, I mean, I know some people get big sales from their VIP group, but what they don't usually get is the leaders. They don't get the recruits because we're talking to the same people. Again, these are loyal customers. They love your product. They love to buy from you, but they're not always your bookers. Frequently, they're not your bookers because they've had a party and they just want to buy from you. So it's a good way to get some residuals. That's not the word I'm looking for. It's a good way to get ongoing sales from loyal customers. But it's not going to bring you that $300 chunk in an hour on a regular basis. So that's why I want to see you doing parties and not just counting on your VIP group. And also because those parties introduce you to new people every week that you can recruit from. It's easier to recruit from people that have never heard the recruiting talk before, or heard us talk about it in our VIP group again and again and again. These are new people, it's new to them. In fact, when I had really regular customers, I would often try and pass them off to my stylists or my future leaders so I could get in front of a new group of people that hadn't heard my recruiting talk again, because I'm more likely to recruit from them. And my stylist that I gave that party to uses different language than me, or they might like her better. So she might recruit from people that I couldn't get recruits from. But that's the logic there, is it's a different group and we get different things from them. Is that what you were asking?
Yep, that's exactly what I was looking for. Yep, thank you. Yeah, I talk about this a lot in some of the, in like in Strong Start and some of the other calls I do. You can't just count on your VIPs. We have to always get more. Oh, we got it. This was an awesome training. Thank you so much. I'm going for 75, Gina Doyle. She wrote it down. As soon as you write it, especially to all those people, she's already putting it, it's going to manifest.
And she spoke it.
Right? There she is. Her goal will be 75 as her goal, but be excited at any level to earn the trip. Yeah, and maybe this would be a time if somebody who has, I guess there's other people who earned Cancun, but we didn't get to go. Maybe we could hear one person talk about their experience on the cruise when we went that was last year, a year ago. If someone wants to share their experience real quick, other than me. Is there anybody else? Dina's on here, Haley, Jackie. All right, Haley, let's hear it.
Well, so I'm an avid cruiser. So I think it just has to be something that you really want. And so when I heard the trip, like, it wasn't a matter of if I was going to make it. It was that day I said, I'm going to get this trip. So then I just mapped it out like what Shari did with us today to earn it. And then on the actual like cruise, I mean, they hooked us up. Like, it was like, we came into our room and there was like chocolate covered strawberries and champagne. It was like we got a Color Street beach towel and a bag. It was like we got a private, event with like music and where we had time to mingle. And then we had training too. So it was definitely something that like, I don't even think it's like up there in my top experiences of my life.
Thanks, Haley. Because I'm sure, raise your hand here with everybody here. And I know everyone can only see a screen at a time. First, raise your hand if you won a trip, whether it be the incentive trip or maybe you earned San Antonio because of you were a senior director. Raise your hand if you've won a trip from Color Street. Home office experience. Everybody here, nod yes or no if you feel yes, they spoil you, or no, they don't. Yeah. So I'm telling you guys, it's amazing. They do such a good job. Jackie, you want to share something?
Yeah, I just can't even, like, my cheeks hurt from smiling watching Haley have so much fun on that cruise. And then I never in a million years would have thought that I would not only be in the ocean, but like on a dolphin's back.
Oh yeah, we went dolphin. Yeah.
And watching people like, where's Katie Meeks? I mean, I'll never forget her bathing suit coming unraveled and us laughing.
What happens in Jackie? Some of those things you don't share.
Okay, the funny thing was watching Jackie freak out about the dolphins. Like, I'm gonna get in the water with them. Are you? And then like when we went over to the manatee, she's like, I don't know. And she got in that water and she got in there and she had a blast. And I got Jackie to do the drink package. So ladies, that is also an interesting way to see what your leaders will do, because when you get a drink package in them, especially when this is an all-inclusive all drink package, the fun is going to happen.
Yeah. How about I'm in the bathroom like the next day, you guys, this is not a cruise. Thank the Lord, because okay, Haley, I'm sorry. I know how much you love cruises, but I'm in the bathroom the next day and I'm like, okay, did anyone else here throw up in the middle of the night? And like 10 people said they puked. I go, who goes on cruises? Who does this?
I do.
You need some non-drowsy Dramamine for the first 2 days and then you're good.
I'm you, girl. I love cruising.
Oh my God. But I just want to say it was so much fun. I have memories I would not. Even
never.
So no matter.
So here's another question for our team then. Put your hand up if your other job provides you incentive trips. I want to see a show of hands. I'm scrolling through the screens. I want to know how many people have a job here that their work, you can earn a trip to Punta Cana or a cruise or Cancun, because there are not a whole lot of jobs out there. I mean, the majority, I want to say the majority of our group who won the cruise, wasn't it like 90% were teachers? I mean, I was a teacher. I never earned an incentive trip, other than maybe the principal's office. So there's no incentive trips. So you guys, it's, yeah, someone's husband does, again, yeah. But so it's such a great experience watching, or maybe people who have never traveled before. And you're around all these people who are so motivated, so excited, and love the same thing we love. So,
And you guys,
And ladies, we can meet Mr. Park, and you can change your outfit as many times as you want to take as many pictures with him, and he's never going to tell you no. So you could have like 4 days with him, 8, 10 outfits. He'll take a picture with you every time. He doesn't care. But I love taking pictures in different outfits, so it looks like I've seen him a bunch of times.
okay, so can I just add one more thing? I love you, April. I'm not the super fan. I think April Shook is super fan. But here's the other thing I want to just share real quick. If you guys are a little bit like, oh my God, I've never enrolled a new teammate. I don't know how to do that. None of us did. But it's a skill that you can learn, and you're not by yourself. And you've got an upline to help you. We have scripts we can help you with. We're gonna join that leadership, the fast track to leadership training with Shari. We will help you with those things. So I encourage you to ask everyone who will eat dirt for you to book a party. Reach out to past people, past customers, your VIPs. Be a human. Reach out to them and just book parties, and we will help you along the way, every step of the way.
It really is about booking the parties. I fought that for so long. I know Shari knows this. Me, I thought my vendor events would get me through, and they're great, but nothing beats the party business.
Look at you now, girl.
I know. I've revamped my business completely, and
your results are amazing.
Oh, thank you. I'm just seriously so excited for this trip, guys, and I'm so excited for our team.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, someone wants a honeymoon trip. People asking about enrolling, of course. Yeah. And maybe that's another thing we had, a training on enrolling and working on, things you can say and stuff. And then again, with Shari with Fast Track to Leadership. And we have her training next month as well. And maybe that's something we talk about, another topic that will tie right into the trip, like enrolling or something. All right, just readings. Okay, I think that's all. All right, so I think we are right here at 8 o'clock. Anything else you wanted to add, Shari?
Just thanks for having me. I love being with you guys, and you've got awesome senior executives leading you, so you're in a good place.
Yeah, we are so excited. We're so excited that you were able to do this. We are all, I have my Post-it notes ready to go on. We did a goal, we have goal boards now with Post-its, but I rewrote some of mine because, you want to always have the I will. I will hit Circle of Excellence. I will book 6 parties minimum a month. I will start putting them on your mirrors. You want to be reading that every day of what you will do. It's not an option. Darlene Lavoie, I know she says she is a senior executive because she wants that senior executive trip. You want that senior director trip in January. You're doing if you start doing these things, and again, following these behaviors, that is a total possibility for you. So you will be a senior director. So they have a lot of things, and I love how you, Shari, tied in all the other things they can earn along with this incentive trip along the way. Because you're so right. If you hit Circle of Excellence all the time, yeah, you're going to be on the track of Punta Cana. And if you're hitting Circle of Excellence, yes, then you're probably going to hit the hustle for the holidays. If you just started, yeah, if you're hitting Circle of Excellence, you're earning all those, plus you're getting the BQ, your website paid for every month for the next 3 months. So they all roll off each other. So I love that you put that in your slides.
Good.
So thank you. All right, you guys. Thank you so much, Shari. We will get that fast track posted out there for people who want to do it with the real fun, cute tracking graphic as well. And I want all 2,000 people on our team to be in Punta Cana. So it'd be super fun.
Well, I look forward to doing Fast Track with you guys. I hope you'll all join us.
Thanks, Shari.
Thank you. Thanks for having me tonight,
everybody.
guys.
Have a great night.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.